Welcome to the kitchen tour of this 2023 Catalina Coachman 184 BHS unit. This is a great compact unit, but with ample space and certainly a very suitable kitchen area. There's a full-size sink, double burner stove, microwave, an incredibly large refrigerator and freezer section, and in just a moment I'll be showing you the fully stocked utensils and cooking items. First, let's go ahead and start with the sink. This is a great size sink. I've left a little bit of water in there and bubbles so you can kind of see how everything works. First thing I wanted to note is you cannot put food down this drain. This is a contained tank, so you want to go ahead and wipe off anything that you have before you toss it into the sink, just to ensure that no food goes down that drain. There's this easy peasy little catcher here. You simply place it in, push it down ever so slightly, and then you can go ahead and screw it down if you'd like to have water retained in the sink itself. Or simply unscrew it when you're ready to drain it. Again, in order to ensure that you don't leave any food that's going down the drain, because that can be kind of problematic when you're going to empty the tanks, go ahead and just make sure that you leave the strainer in there, pull it out, and pop it out with a little knife or something if you need to, or with your fingers. Oh, sure, it's easier than what I'm showing you. Pop it out, go ahead and dump this into your trash, and then just pop it back in. Very easy. This sink does look small. It does contain pretty good space to put all your dishes as you're kind of working in your workspace. Next up, this comes equipped and provided with dish soap that's safe for the tanks, as well as a new sponge. You can put that into this little storage area or tuck it under. And the faucet here is pretty easy to use. Go ahead and pull it out, turn it on, push it in to turn it off. You have your cold water forward, hot water back. And in the middle, kind of in between. Pretty straightforward. Next up, let's go ahead and focus on this fantastic 2-burner stove. This stove is incredibly easy to use. However, I'm going to show you one thing. When you're traveling, the cover for this stove should be in the down position. This protects the unit, all of the elements within the stove, and ensures that nothing falls within the stove and is available for you to burn later. So make sure that's down before you travel. But before you start cooking, this is not a glass cooktop. Ensure that this is folded up. And you'll see that there's some little warning signs on here of where it can get hot, leaving some exhaust there and right here as well. We'll fold that up. Lighting the stove is also incredibly simple. I'll go ahead and turn on the convenient lights so you can see this. These are also great night lights if you ever need to use those. Simply push it in and turn it. Let's try that one more time. And just like me, if you're confused, to light, turn counterclockwise. Push in, turn, and you'll see that it lights up right there. The one on the right is your back burner. One on the left is your front burner. You'll notice by the 2 little indicators right here. To turn it off, make sure you set it to the off position. And before you close this glass lid, make sure that these burners are totally cooled. That's very important. You can shatter those glass covers if those are not totally cooled. So that is the 2-burner stove. Again, this comes fully equipped with cookware, so go ahead and use that. It is safe to use on these burners. You also have some available handy utensils here, so you can go ahead and cook with those if you'd like to. Up here we've got a full hood with a built-in fan. Very nice for this size unit. It comes with a fan here, which you can turn on and off, and the light switch here. And I can tell you that light is very bright when you're trying to cook something at night, so it's pretty convenient. Today it's during the day when I'm recording, so can't quite tell. If you are hooked up to the shore power, you will be able to use the microwave. You'll know that the microwave is available for use by the indicator of the time clock here. If this is on, you should be able to use the microwave. Simply push it open, place your items inside. It has express numbers here that are in green, meaning you can do a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute express number, all sorts of different cook features here. The stop or cancel button here, the start or add 30 seconds button here, and that one's super simple to use. We do also supply 2 pot holders inside. There are additional pot holders outside that you can see a review of the outdoor kitchen on as well. up here, and this does get a little jumbled during travel, so open it gently. As you can see, things have fallen about while we were traveling during our last trip. So I wanted to show this just as kind of a reminder that things do shift. You do have your knives up here just for safety, cups and a container here, some cooking oil and some spices here in the back, and then some different types of Reynolds wrap, some aluminum foil, various items, couple of champagne glasses. If you're taking this unit out for a celebration, you can use those for sure, and then a couple of covered lids because those are always handy to have. While we do supply some coffee because we're coffee fans ourselves, there's also this instant coffee packets located here. Those are kind of handy if you just need to make a quick cup and go before you go off on your adventures. Next up, we'll go down to the first available container here into this cabinet. Oof, again, things have certainly shifted since our last travels. We are eco-friendly in as much as we can be, so we've got some reusable plastic bags right here that you're welcome to use. Settings for 6 here. Actually, we have 8 settings that we put in here total. A colander, which of course has fallen here, and then some really nice cookware. We absolutely love this cookware. Don't be intimidated by the fact that it looks like it's very light. This is very heavy-duty cookware, along with a really nice cutting board in the back. Looks like nobody's used yet. In conservation of space, you'll notice that we have things hanging from all of the handles. There are some pot holders, there's a couple of handy towels, and this one here is a great eco-friendly handy wipe, good for wiping off glass, counters, whatever you need to do. In here, and woof, again, we've got a lot of fallen items. We have some sugar for your coffee, a couple of washcloths for dishes, coffee, and then a pretty good supply of various different cooking utensils, including a can opener, some scissors, measuring spoons and cups, and then a full selection of 8-person silverware. So as you can tell, pretty well stocked. We like to make sure that you're able to just go on your trip and just be ready to roll. Here I wanted to cover a couple of things as we move on to our refrigerator. First, it's big. This is a very large refrigerator for a unit this size, let alone any travel trailer, other than a residential refrigerator and the really big guys. So this one's kind of nice. It does have a unique feature here. There is an on-off switch for the refrigerator. You'll note that we've put some handy little reminders here that you need to leave the switch in the on position if you want the refrigerator to keep running. You might be able to hear it in the video, but it is currently running. This little item here is to help keep the refrigerator locked in place and closed while you're in travel. If you forget, it probably won't slide open, but this is an incredibly good reminder, good safety item. Ample size freezer. We leave those nice little handy boxes in here so that kind of keeps everything fresh. You can leave that in there. There is one little mini ice maker just to kind of help out if you want to get started with making some ice, but very large size.
It's a residential refrigerator.
And this, an incredibly large refrigerator. Trust us, we've been camping and RVing for a long time. This is a sweet refrigerator. If you've ever rented a unit that's this size, this is definitely unexpected. And this is the refrigerator that is in addition to the outdoor kitchen refrigerator that you can see in the outdoor kitchen review. As you can see, if you are putting large items in there, like a gallon of milk, if it doesn't fit on the door here, very ample sized, you can very gently reconfigure the refrigerator shelves if you need to. They simply pull out. Just be extra careful with handling those. They are made of glass. There's space down here for your fresh goods if you'd like to put those there. And then also some can holder sections, condiments, really tall areas if you have things like a bottle of wine or a 2-liter thing of soda. Those fit very well on the refrigerator side here. So that completes our kitchen tour, including the refrigerator items for this 184 BHS unit.